Well, I figured I'd be done eating by the time those songs are done playing, but I guess not. Oh, someone actually decided to hop in. Oh, who hopped in here?
Hello.
Oh, hi. You're joining me for this.
Yeah, sure.
I just turned on my mic, so hello.
Hello.
I was hoping I'd be done eating by the time those two songs played, but I guess not.
No worries.
This is what I get for forgetting to get groceries for like 3 days. I have to make the Wendy's run. But yeah, hi stream. It's been a little bit since I've done anything really streaming related, let alone on this channel. That's a little loud. Turn that down a bit, I think. There we go. Excuse me. So yeah, so what the hell are we doing here? Something that hold on, I'm sitting here with a nugget coated in sauce. Give me a second.
Where's the stream at?
It's on my YouTube channel.
Oh, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, I figured I'd give it a shot there since, you know, I have like somewhat of a presence there now, I guess. Also, I've just been curious about YouTube streaming anyway, so. But yeah.
There we go. Now I found it.
But yeah. What the hell are we doing here? So something that I'm terrible at and like getting myself to do is like actually review matches and shit. Because I don't feel like I'm not very confident in my ability to do so. But I know the best way to do it is just to get in a better habit of it. And hopefully that's what streaming this is going to help me do, is help me actually enforce that habit. You know, get some like body doubling or accountability type shit. I don't know. Whatever the term is. So I don't have much of a game plan for this, other than that I've got the YouTube upload of, excuse me, of last Gatekeepers. I figured I'd just go through all my sets in there. I've got a handful. Some win, some loss. So, dang, I was hoping I'd be able to eat more by stalling for time, but I'm just talking instead of eating. So what do you think, anti-person? You.
What about it? What do you mean, what do I think?
I don't know. Do you have any thoughts about, I don't know, what to look for going in? Or whatever?
I mean, is there anything in particular that you find yourself struggling with?
Probably. I mean, I'm struggling to think off the top of my head, because frankly I've been away from Rivals for a little bit.
I mean, that could be it, right? I mean, a big thing about learning to improve, or, you know, figuring out what to improve on, is to figure out what you're missing, right? So specifically going into this, looking for an opportunity to find something you're struggling with is could be pretty helpful.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the idea, I guess, because Something that I feel like is tough for me is the what am I trying to say? Coming away with the right amount of feedback, kind of distilled into something actionable. Because I can just say like, "Oh, I've lost this interaction because I jumped when I should have rolled," or some shit like that. It's easy to get lost in the details, but
I feel.
coming away with actual
Yeah.
actionable insights out of that is something that I feel like I
Yeah.
tend to get lost in the sauce on.
Well, I mean, that's something in particular I have a lot of experience with helping people with. So
Let me post this a few other places. Actually, why not? Oh God, that is not the thumbnail I chose. Whatever.
it's how it be sometimes.
It's not even using my current profile picture. It's using like the old one that I made in like high school. What the hell? That's weird. Oh, whatever. Anyway, I guess it would be helpful if you could see the same thing I'm seeing. So let me just.
Discord stream
Yeah.
on top of the YouTube stream.
Yeah, baby.
Hell yeah, baby.
Oh, we got the friggin' technology out here today, or something. I hope I don't start dropping all of the frames on the planet.
You know, where's the Gatekeepers VOD on?
It's on YouTube. I mean, it doesn't look like I'm.
Because if it's on YouTube, we could use the Discord thing.
What do you mean?
No, like there's like a Discord activity for YouTube share, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe
mean,
that works.
Actually, I don't know if there is.
Well, I know there is one. I just don't know if that changes anything because you wouldn't be actively hosting it.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've started streaming to you and to YouTube, and it doesn't look like it's completely crapping itself yet, so I'll take that as a good sign. Why don't I have sound coming out of this? Am I stupid? Oh, because I had the video muted. I don't know why I didn't think to check that. Okay. Now let's see. Does it actually just show my... Does it still show when I'm in full screen like this for you?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, then let me maneuver a few things around just so that stream sees the same thing I see here. Because I thought I configured that correctly, but I guess not. Yeah, 1 second here. Okay, there we go. Cool. Okay, 1 second here. I'm not sure how I best want to try to take notes on this. Maybe I just type now and copy into my notebook later.
Yeah.
Because that way stream can actually see what notes are and stuff. That makes the most sense, I think. Okay. Epic.
Epic.
Cool. Oh yeah. If you're wondering about the surfing, the silvling on the surfboard, it's a compromise.
Yeah.
Jack wanted my stream overlay to have Subway Surfers on it so he could watch it better. But I wanted a Sylveling on there, so I compromised and gave us Sylveling Surfers. This joke is really dumb. That's why I did it. Anyway, do you actually hear this as well?
That would be, I think, one of the fastest brackets we've ever run if we manage to finish bracket.
One
Oh,
moment.
yeah.
I have the stream muted.
Epic.
That's true.
I
Jack.
can't hear it.
Unfortunately, it's
That's fine. I don't have to be able to.
I know you don't, but let me just see if I can do the technology here. Hold on. And let me also go into streamer mode, because apparently that... The one time I want it to actually activate automatically, it doesn't. Okay. Just so I don't get a bajillion Discord notification sounds on the stream. Oh. Oh, okay. Applications. Sure.
it's very true.
Yeah, we never
Oh, there we go.
Try my hardest, but sometimes Challenge is just like, oh, we're just not gonna load today.
Was this Gate Waivers? No, Gatekeepers.
This was the This was the This was the one after Heatwave, where some out-of-staters were still around.
Yeah, and then do it again once you make one chain.
So that's why you hear like cyberhex and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, for a bit of lore for this event.
Yeah.
Well, I'm skipping ahead here. We were on a bit of a timer. This will come up later. We were on a bit of a timer for this event because we wanted to see how far we could get Vi in this bracket before she had to catch her flight out.
Mm-hmm. Were you the one driving her?
No, I forget who was. I think it was... I don't remember. But, you'll see the consequences of that later, maybe.
I'm just saying, right? If this is a bracket for money, I start camping, and she has to approach.
See-
He's so free.
You see, I hear you, but you forget who I'm playing.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing Olympia. That's kind of her thing she's not good at.
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm very worried about it. It's actually been a problem.
Honestly, a large part of it has more to do with like how to pressure without having to. I don't know how to phrase it. We'll figure it out. Let's just watch.
I will say, that is something I feel clicked in this set in particular, because this is do you want spoilers on this? Or do you
I don't
give a shit?
It's the point of it is VOD review. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it doesn't really matter to
doesn't
me
give a
who
shit.
wins or loses.
Yeah. This is the first time I think I beat Brad with the Olympia. So
cool.
something clicked here, and I know pretty sure what, but you know.
Yes!
No.
Woo! I love Estuary! Woo!
See, this is why Parker's still basically an out-of-state player, 'cause he doesn't play good.
I am an estuary picker. I don't do it to spite Arizona, although I totally do it to spite Arizona.
It's awesome.
I just prefer it. It's just extra. It's it's an extra reason.
Derek gets it. Better version. The one person who hears say this.
So we see Parker starting off with an early lead here.
Yeah,
As we know,
there's a certain kind of
kill percent.
Exactly. That's
certain kind of rhythm that I think I was able to adopt in this set that made it way more tolerable
Yeah, it's just one
than previous attempts, especially in the
Okay,
real
what
game.
was that up strong?
I don't really know. Actually, I'll tell you exactly what that upstrom was. I remember now. That was me remembering the last set we played, and I had a Omega call out on his recovery in almost that exact same situation, and I killed him with upstrong. So I was trying
Like
to...
that's
I was trying...
cool and all.
But yeah, no, in the moment it's like, yeah, that was stupid.
Well, it's not that that's stupid, right? Like going for reads is never necessarily a bad thing. It's just when you're going for reads that are based off of you've conditioned your opponent, don't do it first thing in the set
Oh, you know.
when they haven't been conditioned yet, right?
Oh, you know.
So like when Hoppy, for example, like when Elkies goes for like a stupid read, she goes for something that works because the opponent hasn't been conditioned to deal with it yet, right? If you're going to do something that's conditioning based, you got to earn it, you know?
Yeah, I know. I know this is a dumb call.
Yeah. I mean, I say this, I do this stuff all the time. We know. But yeah, like that one's like a game 5 last hit last stock type of read.
I suppose. Oh, that's melty as hell.
Is it bloody?
No, I got a frosty, and it's gotten kind of melty. But it's like fuller than the lid, so I gotta be careful. Whew, okay, there we go.
To get a fair out.
What I'm noticing here is that Farbanti is he's tending to set the crystal off stage more so as a recovery resource later, rather than trying to use it for combo food or something.
Also, yeah, Steve, Zora and Raven seems to be happening.
I love running up to Absa and just crouching. It's hilarious.
Ooh, big
Nice.
on there from Farbanti, able to take the first stock of the set.
We see a sweet spot there, down strong, interesting choice.
Nice is going to be DQ'd if he doesn't show up by the end of the set. So.
Redstick making a good point just to clear off that stock lead right off the bat to not fall behind here.
I will say, probably this isn't in a different set, but I noticed it at least once here. Probably my worst part of my Olympia right now is how I use side B. I don't think I use it very effectively.
Whenever you hit side B, it just screams you're not looking at your opponent. That's what it looks like to me. Like you're hitting a button because you want to hit a button rather than, hey, this is a button that I think is a good option into what my opponent wants to do.
Excuse me.
You good?
I mean, it's kind of. I mean, I'm not sure what patterns I can really tell so far from this early on.
Yeah. The way how I would take a look when it comes to like a VOD review, so this is just the way I do it. Obviously, you know, not everyone has to do it. I would watch through a full game first, sometimes even a full set, and just let it play out the entire time, and then go back and do things, and go back and look at individual points to stop at.
You know, I don't
like,
think I've tried
in
that
the second
approach
run
yet.
through.
It's probably not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just let it rock.
Tilt there, going to be catching,
I love.
Because that way, you know,
I love mooch.
It's-
I love mooching off of AZ Rivals content.
that way it's a lot nicer to just like, you know, be able to look at everything in context and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, I won this.
Do a
Why
full-
did I win
do
this?
a
I
full-
lost this. Why did
a
I
full
lose this?
once, a full once through and then stop and go a second time.
ends up playing it safe with the, on the other side. Yeah. There we go. That is not quite.
Yeah, it's like wine tasting. I think you're supposed to do like the shorter one for. Wow, that worked.
Yeah.
Really nice.
I was like, oh no, I missed. Wait, no, I didn't.
Double dare, my beloved.
30% right off the bat.
Oh, you were cooking there
I'm a little surprised that
Oh, with the.
with the down B. So it's kind of interesting. Really early on into this game, I was gonna say you had a unfortunate. Oh god, some unfortunate.
Speaking of
guy.
unfortunate,
Yeah, I was gonna say you're having a little bit of an unfortunate habit of burning your resources in
Yes.
neutral a little bit early.
oh, in neutral.
Yeah, in neutral. Like there are times where you would just be double jumping to like low platforms or like double jumping for like a fair or a bear that just did not need a double jump and would be fine with a full hop.
Like his frame data is what he does.
And then later in the game you just stop doing that. Which is one of the reasons why it's like super helpful to just watch through a full game, see if it's something that you do, you know, take into account later.
And Orkane just having that horizontal resistance in the air is just gonna make it a lot harder.
Sure, but so far, Becky kind of struggling to recover a little bit. He's almost 40.
But now we just see classic Orcane getting a string going on stage. The tech
You won't be able to see it, but I do have a notepad open.
Yeah, and this backer is
Mhm.
very hard to deal with.
Stream will see it,
Able
though.
to make confident-
Okay, I like that. I like that one a lot.
I looked away. What did I
love
do?
the idea
Hold
from
on.
Farbanti.
You double jump dared the
Oh,
the
yeah.
recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I'm not gonna keep going back and forth, but I at least want to, you know,
There's the crystal just
know what you're responding to.
Yeah. Yeah, not miss like the big things that are super easy to see. Oh, that was recovery.
Yeah. That seemed like a bit of a box moment.
yeah.
But then we see Orcane's weight let them live.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cooked
Yeah,
a little too long.
I mean, you just let that rip. He dies.
It's Orcane. I don't know about that. I don't trust
It's
Orcane.
Olympia.
It's
If
Orcane.
he doesn't die, he's in a bad position.
It's Orcane. I don't trust Orcane dying
The
off the
point
side.
of it is you held it too long.
No, I agree.
yeah.
The point is, I have
Um,
trust issues.
I feel.
But no kill. Meanwhile, Farbanti making even more percent.
So just eating 100 here before getting the kill is rough.
Yeah.
Where's the bubble parry?
Edge guard
It's fine. He died anyway.
I'm not used to being able to do that.
kill him outright.
Yeah, you
Sylv
should
is-
learn it. It's really
Sylv
good.
is so bad at it because he's so fast and has so little friction.
No excuses. Just do.
No, you're right.
I wouldn't quite say
Yeah. No, I'm being silly.
Every percent matters just so much more here.
Yeah, sliding parry is particularly great.
Here come the back airs. Oh, what does Olympia do to get past her?
If you focus attacks, you're gonna get broken by the second hit. Like,
I liked the restraint.
going for a call out on the uppie there, but
Yeah, partly because I'm not sure how to really pressure working off stage yet with Olympia.
Yeah, Farbanti honestly trying to call out
I'm conditioned by years and years of dealing with this asshole, not breadstick to be clear. I mean Orcane. That I want to avoid offstage interactions as much as possible, because that darn whale dog's edge guarding is obscene on both Sylv and Olympia.
with different character weight, this character definitely wants to be in your face and fighting every time too.
Yeah, and that's really what I think is coming down to in a lot of ways. Is just,
I feel like I'm just kind of watching this head empty a little bit,
when you do, Orcane just has so many more ways to fight
Mhm.
back,
which
One of the big things to pay attention to is like, when you're getting hit, why you're getting hit, right? And also just what options you're taking in neutral.
Edge guard's a little bit more difficult for Farbanti to land here, but he's just recovering more safely and just playing for neutral again, and just seeing when he can get that neutral win.
Yeah. That's weird too, because Absa just generally has a better recovery, but Orcane is a lot more gimmicky. And it's gonna, ooh, huge up song right there.
hmm.
If we see Breadstick just take this lead like he did last game, it's just going to be hard for Farbanti to come back here. He's getting so much mileage off of these extra stocks.
Can you even? I don't think you can beat out Bubble Butt with neutral be like that.
Really pop in and get that,
No, you can't.
Yeah.
freeze, but it's just not paying off right now.
You
Great DI on Armstrong there.
you play neutral like a man.
Like what?
Okay, and doesn't have the
Like a man?
follow-up, kind of a great fake out front.
Yeah, you play neutral like you work.
Oop, never mind.
You play neutral like someone who just. Dang. You know what? I lost the analogy.
No. I want you to break this down for me.
You play neutral like a Midwest farmer.
What? This is making less and less sense.
You're not gaslighting. You're not gatekeeping. You're not girl bossing. You're just walking at him.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm going to like break it down to like an actual like real critique, you don't utilize dash dancing, which, yeah, Olympia's dash dance kind of sucks, but the movement that you do in neutral, for the most part, it seems, is just, I want to go forward, I don't want to go forward.
Yeah.
Like, your approaches are very, very straightforward as to, yeah, he wants to approach me, or yeah, he don't want to approach me, right? Which I think is an Olympia issue in general, but there's things to be said about, you know, you being more nebulous with your intentions.
Yeah,
Like
that's
utilizing,
something that I know
like
I've never
faking your
been-
plat drops.
That's stuff I've never been all that great at thinking of actively.
I mean, I think a large part of that is going to come from the fact that you play super long range characters, and it's reflecting in your grounded neutral, right? Because you like to stand in a position where if you're playing like Silver or something like that, they're in your threat range. But because you're playing Olympia, you're just like, yes, this is where I want to be. And then when you actually want to threaten them, you just walk at them, and it's like, well, it's probably need to be a little closer then.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not sure what that looks like with really anybody, really. Because I don't really do any of that dash dance type shit with Sylve either. I'm not very
Yeah, you don't
ambiguous.
necessarily have to dash dance per se, but there's different ways how you can mix up your movements. Like the way how you mix up your timings is when you're playing aerially is actually really solid, right? So like you utilize your double jumps, you utilize your air dodges when you throw out the aerials to actually mix up, you know, when the approach is coming in, when it's actually a threat. It's just when you're on the ground, it's very clear that, oh yeah, you want to go in or you don't want to go in. Playing around with more like plat drops or faking plat drops could help out with that.
Yeah, you see.
Obviously,
faking plat drops. What do you mean by that?
So there's a few ways to do it. Olympia, I'm not 100% certain how useful a faux plat drop is exactly, but there's ways to play around it. So when I'm playing Ori, right, a lot of the times, if I'm standing above someone on a platform, they're going to expect me to plat drop up air or plat drop nair, you know, whatever, you know, Ori shenanigans, right? Mm-hmm. So one thing that I'll do is I'll drop down from the platform, and immediately, like, I'll drop down as far as I can, and then waveland back onto the platform without burning a double jump.
Oh, that thing. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you do it long enough, like if you drop just far enough, then people will think that you're dropping down with an aerial and then like parry or, you know, throw out a move or whatever. Meanwhile, you're back on the platform, actionable faster than if you had actually wave dashed.
So for no,
stream
I'm
closed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You're gonna not have, you're probably not gonna have audio, but
No worries.
But hang on. I'm doing this so that you can actually see the game as well. Where the hell's my box? Because we're gonna go over this to make sure that I have the concept down. There you are.
Yeah.
Okay. I have the game open already. There we go.
Wow.
Let's see. Can stream still see? Yes. Yes.
Yeah, stream can see.
Cool.
But yeah, like, only reason why I'm mentioning this, right, is, well, I mean, obviously there's a few reasons, but like, I'm not quite sure just how far Olympia can drop, which is why I'm not sure if she can do like the fake plat drop part exactly. But you can at least drop down and then, you know, double jump waveland back onto the platform in, yeah, there you go. The idea is just, you do that like once or twice, so that way you can mix that in with some of your actual like plat drop, especially into a character like Orkane, who wants you to play grounded, so that way he can hit you with stuff like wake up down tilt, you know, up tilt, whatever. Playing to, you know, start things from a nair or a plat drop up air, something crazy like that, right? Is generally what you want to be doing as Olympia in that matchup, I'd think.
Yeah.
And like, there's things to be said about, yeah, sure, you can utilize baby dash jabs or whatever, but like,
I'll have to actually try to think about this because this is something that I knew existed, but with how my like movement execution has never been that strong, but the box is really helping with that. Because like it's only until the box I've started actually being able to like reliably do like baby dash type shit.
Yeah.
Because
So
because
what
this
I'd
thing's
say
because
about-
this thing's cheating. But
So what I would say about Baby Dash in neutral for Olympia is that a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, Baby Dash is so good for Olympia in neutral. And like, yes, it's
yeah.
good, but at the
Exactly.
same time, you're also just moving forward with a hitbox.
Yeah, there's a lot of other ways you can do that other than just spamming this.
Yeah, it's not that it's a bad option itself. It's
Yeah,
just that
yeah.
99% of the time, someone who wants to utilize more Baby Dash jabs with Olympia and neutral is missing something much more important in their gameplay.
I agree completely. Yeah, it's not something that I like spam. Really, I only use it in like once I like get an opening as to like extend shit. I don't really fish for it in neutral that much. But I only bring it
Yeah.
up because it's something with how more reliably I can do that. I can actually incorporate into my gameplay. Same deal with like this.
Yeah, obviously, you know, that itself isn't necessarily the hugest thing. So
But it's
one of the
something.
reasons why, yeah, it's a thing. One of the other things I would note with it is if you're able to to do that and waveland, you know, sideways while doing that, then that'll keep people from just sharking you every single time that, you know, you're on the platform,
Like
right?
something
But
like
you know, if they're
something like this.
Yeah. So like, you know, just mixing up the fact that like if you're on a platform, for example, you want it to be nebulous too. If I start moving, are you getting hit? Am I going to be in this position, right? A large part of that comes from what is my opponent reacting to? What am I getting punished for? Is it my positioning? Is it my timing? Or is it my option? Yeah, PTO is basically the most important thing, I think, when it comes to neutral in almost any game, really. When you're trying to figure out what it is your opponent wants to deal with, it's positioning, timing, and option. Like, what is it that they're reacting to?
Yeah. But yeah, in terms of ground, that would be shit like more dash dancing.
You know, I honestly think Olympia's dash dancing is not that great, but it's at least something, right?
I mean, yeah, it would be if I were like run up and do this to somebody, it might make them panic.
I'm gonna be real with you. If you run up and do that, you should get hit 100% of the time.
I mean, yeah.
A short dash dance is not any more useful than standing still. Now that's more than just you know, a short one, right? Also, don't forget to use cactuar dashes. You're on
Yes.
box. It'll be pretty easy. But yeah, like a short dash dance, people kind of forget is the same as standing still because you're just keeping yourself stuck in dash. It's like, yeah, I can't get jabbed.
Yeah, and that's kind of what's turned me off from it for a while. It's like, why would I try to do movement that I can mess up when I can just stay in the same place
Yeah, I mean,
and watch you?
I'd say, you know, if you look at players like Jezier, like Fullstream, they were
yes,
incredible with their movement. No, but like they were incredible with their movement, but it was really, really fun to watch because they were also the type of players where if they didn't have to move, they wouldn't.
Yeah, and that's kind of the approach I try to take, but
Yeah, it's just mixing in some moves every now and then. Actually, I think that you being a player who does less of the movement makes that more effective.
yeah.
Right? So it makes it so that way the moment you start moving, there's like, oh shoot, I'm getting engaged on. I gotta do something. Like, one of the things that Steven was talking to me about was, well, not necessarily that we were talking about, but one of the things that I came to a conclusion when I was playing with Steven a while back was I need to start standing still more so that way I can pressure more in neutral. Because I move a lot, right? So my movement doesn't actually add that much pressure to people because they're just always seeing me moving, right?
Yeah.
It's a little nebulous, but it makes sense.
There's a better middle ground, and we're both on opposite ends of right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But what should be my
against
thought process for like actually like effective dash dancing?
honestly, you go on casual or you find someone who's who's willing to play with you, and preferably finding someone who you're stronger than in neutral, and then just look to pressure them in neutral with dash dances, right? Like play games with them, specifically trying to avoid their openings and and looking to whiff punish them, utilizing dash dancing specifically, very specifically. And then once you get a hang of that, then you should be able to start incorporating it into your gameplay when you're trying to win, right? Just make a very specific concrete goal for yourself. Like if I was in your position, I'd probably say something like, every game have at least one clear moment where I whiff punish someone with a dash dance. And if you can get one, then you fulfilled what you set out to do.
Makes
And
sense.
maybe, and like I said, I don't think Olympia's dash dancing is that good. So maybe it might not necessarily be a whiff punish with a dash dance, but the idea is get a very definitive, this is a punish that I got because of my movement, whether that be it baited them into an option or I got to whiff punish them, whatever, right? The big idea is just, hey, I got something out of doing this.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess we'll continue.
Pick up the skill a lot easier. Seems to be a lot more comfortable on this platform layout
Oh,
as well.
tragic. No resources.
Yeah. I hate that back here, man. God.
So difficult to DI, dude.
It'd be that way.
Yeah, too far in, you just
I play a character that might actually be able to... Olympia might actually be able to DI it, though, this time, because there's actually some visual... There's not... There's not loads of visual ambiguity.
Whoa! You just went for the... Oh, that's a kill. That's a kill and a half. Let's go.
brings it back to even for last stock here.
Yeah. Things are feeling.
Your uses of aerial drift is so
This is
good.
looking like an extremely winnable
Uppy
game for
doesn't
Farbanti
kill.
right now.
Wait, what kind of... Okay, it kills.
Enough.
Super in the corner right there. Nah, I mean,
He doesn't know, Chad.
I believe it, but
Nobody knows.
Maybe,
You
maybe
just
probably like the
let go of the stick.
DI,
yeah. I don't know. Maybe like no.
Not
DI,
always.
perfect drift in.
Yeah,
It's tough.
or it had
Well,
to
I
be
mean,
down and you barely
of
were
course.
top last or something like that.
Well, then...
I don't know.
Never mind.
You let go of the stick until you don't have to let go of the stick.
Oh, gee, how insightful.
I think Dan calls it a little late. Is what I'll
Well, yeah, you know DI and then drift accordingly.
I'm saying this as somebody who
About
does... I'm
80%.
saying this as one of, like, the 10 people who does know how to DI that move. Because you know how? Because I had to explain people how to DI that exact bullshit angle from playing me Brawler for years. To
Yeah,
stop
baby.
people from bitching from eons about it. And it's like, no, you actually just suck at DI. It's the same deal in this game, is that, no, you kind of just aren't DIing it correctly. Which is fair enough, there's not many moves like that in this game in particular, so people may not be so used to it.
to the abs after losing definitely feels
But yeah, I think that utilizing the ground into Absa is totally fine. But it's just when you're playing against Orcane is when you start to get a lot more punished for it.
Yeah.
Because
Playing-
that's exactly where he.
Playing the grounded war of
Where he wants you
attrition
to
is
be.
kind of how I learned to play against Absa.
It's gonna be really hard for Olympia to change
Mhm.
that without throwing out a really risky bet. Alright, you fight Thunderbolt?
I chickened out on that.
Absa with the big has Thunderline killing there.
So I think that like almost every single neutral opening that Breadstick got on you in that stock was you throwing out a move and him hitting you while you're throwing out a move.
Finds an up tilt. This could be some big damage. Not
Farbanti
quite.
managing out.
I'll make a note
Now
of that for later.
that
Cancel too.
yeah, that probably means that you're spacing your moves to try to hit him where you think he's going to be.
Yeah,
Where in that particular moment you should probably just look to hit him
Off with the cloud parry.
directly.
Yeah.
Woodlander's definitely
I'm used to having to do that with Olympia because she's slow as fuck.
Parry.
yeah.
I feel
I saved
but if it's happening consistently, right?
Yeah.
in terms of like percent, and he still won.
Either that or you back away a little.
Here too,
Or
Yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah, it is even
you know, crazy option number 3, down B time. Ahaha.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he's constantly throwing moves into your moves, then he's throwing moves.
Did not avoid
Yeah.
it, but I get it.
Which, you know, how much can you punish that? I don't know, it's Absa, but
We saw a comeback like this last game. It is entirely possible here, especially because Absa's
we
been
figure
out
out what we can do.
It just feels so hard. Olympia definitely wants a heavier opponent to get those big combos on, but Abscess just flies away off every straight hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fishing for that pretty bad. I don't know what's going on.
I wonder if that's
Ah!
if that's a controller.
Yeah, you're down to last stock. You want to make something happen.
Yeah, I'm.
Ooh, Abscess getting
Okay, that works.
a chance here.
But yeah, I mean, I think the crystals are fine.
Extremely light.
Oh, you're starting to shimmy a little bit
Avoid
on the
all
ground.
those stray kill moves that Breadstick might just be
You're doing it into Absa
not fair or bad.
and not into Arcane. That's so funny.
Every kill just like that could lead into a
Off the
kill.
top.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's Parker.
Game 5.
Whoa, hello.
5. I've never
But yeah,
never playing the game.
Zach Grabill says, "Hey, hi."
Oh, hello. Okay, that's good. I know my chat is working. That's good. I was getting a little paranoid that it wasn't.
But yeah,
Which is always nice to have.
what do you call it? Yeah, I mean, like the crystals and things like that are particularly nice with the way how you've been edgecharting them.
I know.
There's just too many moments where you're going for conditioning based reads and you haven't earned it yet.
Yeah.
Olympias seem to like Fear Tree a lot of times. I could see an Air Armada here as well.
Air Amanda would be risky, but I can see it.
Fear Tree, maybe a Scalpel.
Yeah, Topwell's just a tricky one. That really is one of Hurricane's best stages.
Yeah,
Is it what we're gonna see?
I mean, either you go for it when you've earned it or you go for it when missing it doesn't actually lose you anything.
Yeah.
Nine Frozen Fortress. I would actually
Borkane.
think about Frozen. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I was thinking about it though.
I feel like both of the characters are just gonna want to ladder combo you on Frozen there.
Hey, Parker, can you pause this real quick? What's your win condition into Orcane?
That's the thing. I don't know.
What's Orcane's win condition in neutral?
Land any hit ever and get 50% for free.
Cool, let's break that down. What do you mean by any hit ever?
Down tilt, nair, up tilt, back air.
Well, Nair and back air aren't grounded moves, no?
I didn't say grounded, did I?
Yeah, no, I said grounded. Like, what's Orcane's plan? Like, what's Orcane's win condition for winning neutral?
Down
On
tilt,
the
up
ground.
tilt, dash attack.
Okay, so now all of these tools, right? If we take in them into consideration,
Oh, hello, dinos.
you know, their threat range is, you know, pretty straightforward, no?
The one more time. Sorry, I was distracted.
Like if
by...
you take all of these tools and if you take all these tools in consideration, their threat range is relatively straightforward, no?
I guess, but that's kind of the problem. Is that I feel like Orcane's the speed and size of his threat range put together make it really hard to contest. Just him in general, I feel like.
Do you have any particular moves that you can use in order to deal with that? Like, for example, as Ori, I know Orcane, for the most part, in neutral, wants to be using down tilt, right? Wants to be using down tilt, wants to be using, like, jab, up tilt every once in a while, right? So I'll forward air, like, I'll short hop forward air against Orcane because it'll go straight over his down tilt, right? As Olympia, I'm wondering if you can utilize your Nair in the same way.
Yeah, Nair
And
is a pretty powerful neutral tool just in general for Olympia.
It's not a matter of, hey, you have to use this move or hey, whatever. I just kind of wanted to like illustrate. It's like, hey, do you have a concrete game plan going into these sets?
I mean, I have a few moves that I want to try getting mileage out of.
That's fair. I mean, I just think that like, I know for me, right? Because every person's different, obviously. One thing that really helps me, that helps ground me and helps me stay consistent with a lot of sets is I'll go in and be like, hey, this is the thing that I know my opponent is going to be wanting to look for, and these are the things I can use to deny that. Playing a top tier obviously helps, but going into it with a consistent idea that I can vocalize makes it a lot easier for me to ground myself if I find myself ahead or behind. Right? So that way I can just be like, okay, well, I don't care if I'm ahead. I don't care if I'm behind. What's my win condition?
I feel like I don't know. Second voice is anti. I did not expect her to join the stream, so I did not have her in like the credits or anything. But
Whoa.
because I was just kind of doing to see whoever I could get, I would take.
I'm hoping it hasn't quite turned into me just kind of like spouting advice at you.
I don't know. I'm not really sure what to make of it because anybody who knows me knows that Orcane has been a thorn in my side for a long, long, long time. Because it doesn't feel like I can safely execute my how I play the game best against him. Because he's like impossible to whiff punish. His range is just big enough to where it's hard to play footsies with him. He has a lot of those types of moves that I'm just really bad at, like DIing or managing, like back air in particular. A move in particular just ruins my life, and bubbles.
I feel.
So
Bubbles is something I think you can always just that you can practice parrying a little more, but
it's more off stage than I'm getting at, but
Oh yeah, I know. Trust me, I feel.
You don't.
Ori's recovery isn't the greatest. It's exploitable, and bubbles definitely exist. Ooh, nice baby dash.
Yeah, that's the kind of situation I tend to use it most.
Yeah. Yes, that's great.
As a neutral tool, I don't really bother, yeah. I have been told that, we'll let the set keep going, but that when I have a crystal out, I tend to hyperfixate on getting somebody popped into it, instead of just playing around it. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know which Zach that is in the chat. There's like 8. There's like 3 just in Arizona alone. It's evil.
Yeah, there's what, Simeon? That's actually
You got one.
the only one I know off the top of my head.
There's so much downtime between when you can throw it.
Astral, I guess.
Yeah.
Uppy.
Absolutely
Nice.
not. So, Dad again lying ultra slightly, and
I think it wanted that down and in,
Probably.
like the inline.
And Zora. Zora's the third Zach.
Either way.
Oh yeah, well,
This could be huge.
I was gonna say I'm surprised you didn't get
forgotten.
that one first.
I kind of just thought that he was just like already on the list. No,
I didn't know that you knew that. I can't read your mind.
I
That time.
literally never call him Zora.
Okay.
I forgot his tag.
That's fair. Okay, I will say, I recognized this moment. Oh god.
Just get that lead.
This is a very tight lead. One
Oh
straight
god, hello.
air, one straight back air, switch spot.
That was me looking for the bubble parry, but I just got nared in time.
Yeah.
So it's
I
something that I'm
mean-
aware of, just maybe not as consistent as I could be.
I mean, it's great that you're looking for it though. Like that's a big thing, right? At least noticing that you're having the awareness is really helpful.
I think that trend goes really nicely for Farbanti here. You just
Yeah.
have to be a little careful because
All right, so you've got the lead.
What other because
Breadstick has to approach.
it's really on the, it's kind of on those platforms that I feel like, yeah, and that's what I realized. It's like, wait a minute,
and you see Farbanti just hanging out on this right side of the
I don't want to get near you.
close to Breadstick without thoroughly thinking it through.
Yeah, you've got the lead. Breadstick has to be the one approaching.
Tough situation, 'cause- oh, beautiful crystal pop. Oh, barely doesn't land the side B to get a continuation.
I honestly think that when you got the lead, you could just start camping Crystal, but
Oh, and still hanging on even after that nair. Breadstick scouting a little too hard.
I'm very
Maybe I want to be able to keep Crystal as a way to check them at mid range.
Up air spike.
Yeah, I
Now
feel.
Farbanti won it.
Yeah.
Lead.
yes, yes.
That's like the
maybe
only.
Dekus.
That's like the only. This is like one of the few situations I'm really confident at the puddle parry. This when
Yeah,
I'm
think
it.
if you Dacus there, you might be able to get a little bit of sauce on it. Like if you plat drop Dacus.
bubble bump
Maybe.
Ooh,
I'm not 100% sure if it kills though.
I know. Still, full stock lead here for
Yeah.
Farbanti.
And again, it's like these leads where Farbanti has really been driving this set.
I think it's from both sides. Whichever
Yes.
players had the lead going into stock 2 has been taking the games here.
Except for game 3. Because even then, Farbanti had to make the comeback there. And
Ugh, that was
pull
weird.
it off. Oh boy. See what happens here.
D-
This is a lot of
Holy hell, you play neutral like a man.
And you said like a man again.
Forking gets
Yeah, this time, but more of just go straight in, no holds barred.
going there.
Yes, they can wall tech out of Crystal Pop, and it's something that like what you saw there is I tried to catch the wall tech, but he did like a aerial out of it, so I didn't cover him going out.
Yeah, honestly, if you're playing into Olympia, one thing that's really good is just wall tech, buffer, neutral air dodge,
Find that early kill.
or air dodge down.
Yeah, I mean you can. It's
Definitely doing a great job of sharking out.
yeah. That's the thing though, is that they can wall tech out of the Crystal Pop, but if you are still in the crystal when you get hit, you cannot wall tech. So like if I'm quick enough and I get like a forward tilt or a forward strawn or something at the ledge,
Oh, yeah.
then it's untechable. So really, it's a matter of try to get in that situation, recognize if I can do it in time, and if I'm too slow, then try to catch him in a delay.
Fair game where Orcane seems to have the advantage.
Ooh. Oh boy. That's gonna be a
I mean, it's relatively straightforward to get the wall parry, but there's counterplay on both sides.
Say, right? Like, that was nothing.
Yeah, I honestly like how it
Yeah.
interacts.
Ferris
Ooh,
back
kill, murder,
strong
death,
kill. And
destruction.
rough fist bump. Seal the deal.
But yeah, that like your edge shards when you're not looking for the super hard reads are
Play the video game.
really, really on point.
Yeah. Do we want to watch
Haha.
Go For Red again or not?
We could totally do that, yeah.
I don't know. I'm asking you because I'm not sure what would be the best use of our time.
And here,
I mean, I'm happy to do it. It's your stream.
It is my stream. It's true. I know I've got like
It's
at
your
least,
VOD review.
I know I've got at least 3 other sets to go through, which I two of which
I
I
mean-
two of which I actually lose, so that might be a bit more.
Do you want to go through these sets today?
I'd like to get. Oh, geez.
Oh, If you want to get through these sets today, then I would suggest moving on to the next ones.
Yeah, I think I have enough actionable stuff from this first set anyway.
Mm. Whoa, I know those people. Whoa, I don't know these people. Whoa, I know these people.
You do know these people. What do you mean?
Can't remember.
Well, no. When I was saying it the second time, it was just a
Well, no, I mean,
chair.
like,
Oh.
Yeah. Did not know.
I've seen him like a couple.
Yeah,
times
this set
at
is-
Gatekeepers events, but
We
not
can just
like
watch
live.
this and not really do any pausing at all because this is like Zach's first tournament on the Zetterburn.
Honestly fair. All right, so.
But there might be a few
Whoa,
things.
Zach's sick with it.
The ledge trapping goes crazy.
Yeah, I can imagine.
All right, playing for
I
damage.
don't really know. I don't understand what Olympia does. I'm gonna be honest. But
Yeah, your
She mashes.
your timing
She
mix-ups when you're
presses
playing
crystal.
aerial are actually so good.
Yeah, no, that's kind of just what she does.
Mashes.
What the hell? The edge cancel dare into fall. What is wrong with you?
Okay, do so.
A lot of
One
things.
more time. Come on, Farbanti, you got this. Do it for me.
Yeah, I don't really like to play all that tactical movement style. Also, Parker.
Well, I will say, I feel like this fucking
Yes.
this.
Go,
I feel
go.
like this
Yeah.
switching to rectangle has made
There was
has made me a lot more confident in my ability to execute movement.
I know you were. I like.
At least just a way more.
And I think it does show with my Olympia. I'm very curious how my Sylve turns out with
I feel
it.
like it was rewarding to actually learn her on like a more complex
That
level.
crystal pop catch was so fucking hot, by the way.
Can you guys
Catching like the down B like that.
Violet
I'm proud of that.
Yeah, you're on fire.
I'm trying to.
Haha, I get it.
I'll play
I
her in
think-
friendlies. She's fun in friendlies.
Get it? Because
I think you
No.
would be the most
Because
confident
Olympia?
and I like need to see that.
Yeah, I mean I do play lame, so
Yeah.
anyway,
It's
right
like
now.
you're actually good at this.
Ooh!
game, so if
you
just
you see, if I were you there, I wall jump dare and then die for it, even if I hit it.
you'll
I'll
be
be
the
in a
Good
box.
thing I'm not you, I guess.
in the world. Undisputed most annoying in the world.
I'll be an
I
abomination.
cannot in good faith encourage ads to gameplay. So true, Gatsby.
Oh boy, almost.
Oh, that was actually so good from Zach.
Mhm.
But now he's overextended and dies.
Oops.
Oh,
If not a dead Zetter, this is gonna be
a little bit antsy
Yes,
there,
now he
but it works
overextended
out.
and dies.
Go and kill.
That's my boy.
I love these
Parkour.
two.
I love them both. They're great. Oh, no.
I love F
It's a
tilt being
two-hit
2 hits.
move.
Oh,
I love Zetter having grab in Rivals 1.
kinda.
Oh boy. Oh, Daenerys, this could be huge. Up
Oh,
there.
Oh, that's-
not quite.
Oh, no! I mean,
Yeah.
I
I was
don't.
about to say that's death, and then you didn't up air again. I was like, wait.
I don't
Oh,
know
that's-
if you saw the player cam when that
I
happened.
did.
Okay,
oh boy. Oh,
because I didn't know if you would. Oh wait, no, you would see it. Stream might not have seen it though. Or I just hold on. Let me hide the funny. The.
Goodbye, Silvling.
Hang on. There we go. There we go. Now it's nice and crisp. Hang on. There we go.
HD.
HD. All right, come back here, Sylvain Surfer.
I mean, someone died.
Yep. That was definitely a death.
Someone certainly did die.
Reversal. Reversal. Ooh. Reversal move.
Yeah, I feel like my movement on my platform movement is
Why do we
at
want
least
to
adequate.
there?
Yeah, I think your platform usage is pretty nice.
Like, oh, the
Oh.
call out.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
that's how he commands his rat.
Farbanti taking game 1. What did he just
I didn't think that would kill in a million years.
Neither did I until you could see my face. I'm like, oh, okay. Must have been a case of bad drift or something.
I do genuinely think this is like probably Olympia's best.
Oh, no
matchup.
double jump.
Really
Oh!
goes in favor for her here against Edinburgh, and just like being able to ledge trap him super reliably, and not only have to like kill off of those ledge traps reliably is just so huge against Edinburgh.
Definitely,
And,
definitely. Oh, that is
Oh,
a
that-
dead
Yeah.
Farbanti.
Oops.
That's a very dead turn.
Yep.
I think this is the scuffed game.
Oh no. Yeah.
I think I remember this
I
game.
think this
being
is gonna be a scuff set.
Parker, if you lose this set, you're
You know, it gets a little better later on, but
I don't think Parker.
there's some moments.
No, probably not. Yeah, Zora
And
definitely hurt.
I heard Zora laugh, which means he's going to try harder now.
Yes.
God, that's so real though.
Farbalti.
Mm.
Oh,
The
my
Zora laugh.
God.
Yeah. I can hear
It's like
it
a
in my
ritual
soul.
echo.
Zora was free from the ledge. I'd like to see a little bit
That back air was.
He's
Hmm.
kind of just retreating, and it's letting Farbanti here get. Oh, he's
yeah.
dead off that.
Super
yeah.
dead. Oh my god, that
Oh,
was
no.
incredibly headstrong, but does sort of pay off.
A
So,
little bit.
and this could
We're
actually,
trying.
to be fair, there was a way that Zetter died there, and Monty almost found it.
Just misses the up strong.
Side B there could have been beautiful,
Yep.
but
There's the up air.
yeah, another reversal leading into an up air.
Zach's cheating. I don't care. Zach's cheating.
No, that's the entire idea.
These are both Smash 4.
They are
Zetter's a
both
cheater
Smash
character.
characters, although
Well,
Olympia
not
is
Zetter,
Smash 4.
but
Yeah, Zach's been
Zetter is just insane.
playing
Yeah,
Zetterburn
both,
just to kind of
basically,
I guess similar reason with me with Olympia, just to try to deal with burnout and shit.
This is gonna be really tough for Farbanti to
Hate that.
back. Zora with game 2.
Yeah, I mean that's just kind of this matchup. You hit each other, it turns into a kill.
It's Zetter forward. Now, but ever since they fixed Claire and Downstrawn, that move is now the most Wheel of Fortune move in the game. Especially after they buffed
Yeah.
the sweet spot.
It's bigger in Rivals too.
Yeah, for some godforsaken. They made all of his aerials in that game. And I'm terrified.
Alright, so 1-1 right
They should
now.
give a reverse hit to sweet spot up air.
Ugh.
I'm supposed to play the winner of this, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah, we have to.
he's
leave
picking Zetterburn just to
like,
focus on having dumb fun.
If we were on the same flight, we could actually play out the whole.
I'm sure you could ask him for more
but,
exact words.
Tragic.
I want to play. I want to at least get my next set in. I want to.
God.
Up,
He really do be having the time of his life.
Nah, it's not. Damn
For
it.
real, though.
I know they're playing, but I don't know how far on their set is.
Do you want to play Lethal Company? Yeah.
Sure, I've not gotten to try it yet, but no guarantees as to how much longer this will be.
Exactly. We should just play winners final.
Parry that!
Should I go that way she can
Parry what? The down B?
100%.
I told
Yeah, the
Dinos
down B.
that,
Yeah.
and he goes, "No, I'm gonna delay winners finals as long
Sorry,
as
that
possible."
one just kind of
Hear
felt
that,
like a
Dinos? I'm talking
like
about it,
a-
you're back again.
like
I
a
hate
shout moment.
A shout moment.
Whereas it's like, nah, I don't know how to phrase things.
Yeah.
It's just one of those moments where it's like, there's a very clear answer here.
Hey, ooh, that was almost
Yeah, I'm used to
that
being
was, freestyle
sylph-pilled where I can just up air that shit.
So see,
Mm,
when
yeah. You can probably up strong it, but I wouldn't really suggest that.
Yeah,
Oh my
I would.
God.
I think charge up strong
Ooh,
kills
the
there.
spike- or
This
the
is
dash
a
spike.
very funny video game right
It
now.
really is. Ooh, big.
Well, it definitely kills there.
Farbanti looking nasty right now.
Alright, yeah, looks
Schlorp.
looks like me telling him that we're gonna
Get that hydration.
activated the farb.
The farb.
Yeah, the fighter flight
Farb back.
response.
The fighter farb.
The
I don't
fighter
like
farb.
that.
Oh, dude, I hate this.
The
Mhm.
flighter farb. I don't like that.
Oh, my
God, the tag change is such a good idea because the jokes from it have been so much better.
You're all ready for Farbanti.
Instead of
But instead of
saw see
Th-
his
th-
teeth.
it's much more versatile.
And Olympia is no different here.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, which
Lethal
player
guys.
has a
Oh, is that just Among Us?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alrighty.
I
I
mean,
have not commentated
I don't
this
know.
game in 6
It's like Fall Guys, but they kill each other.
Word
I mean, they look
that-
vaguely Fall Guys shaped.
Oh no, it's you're right. No, it's been since RRM.
Yeah.
This joke sucks.
Yeah, right, is that Crystal Ball does give her, like, fairly consistent reward.
Well, at least you
After
recognized it.
you're fighting exactly
Hey, you know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's the pop, all things considered.
But no, I'd be,
And 100%
I'd
of the
be,
shots you do take.
I'd be down to
One of the-
boot womp.
No. Zora is
But no, I'd be down to
Womp.
play some Lethal Company when we're all
That
done.
reminds. It's crazy to me that Zetter can't air dodge out of up B in Rivals 2.
No, I'm okay with that.
No, like I'm okay with it because his recovery is still better.
What was
Yeah.
Okay. Dinos has it.
Yeah.
Turns out giving ledges to Zetterburn is
He's a character that as soon
Pretty
as as soon as
strong.
you mess up once and he gets all his resources back,
Alright
it's
then,
you know.
I do have to
You
wait
know.
to see the finish though, and right now for Bonti, definitely looks like he wants to make this happen, but fairly
looks-
even game here.
Yeah. Parker, thankfully knowledgeable of how
Good
how
air
little time
dodge.
we have here. Wants to make this set quick so that we can get home.
Ooh,
I would be real. I think this set in particular is very head empty from both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said there probably isn't much to discuss here.
Almost.
Yeah, it's pretty much
Like
just.
2 hours.
This is literally the
Very
execution
close.
test of a set.
It forces
Yeah.
2 hours. It leaves at 10:45 Mountain Time.
Because what you're playing against isn't even like
Looking at this edge guard here, this is gonna
Zed
be
or Ollie. You're just
very,
playing against each
very
other.
dead
Pretty
center
much.
for Farbanti. What
And then one of you lands a hit, and then you're just playing Zed or Ollie.
Hmm.
Eliana,
Oh, hello.
Eliana Olympia here. Interesting.
There we go. Okay. But yeah, a little more head, less empty set here. This is the first time I really fought Olympia that much
Very funny
as Ellie, or as you know what I mean.
Ollie. Okay. All right. Do you know what your win condition is here?
That.
Okay. Well, yes and no. But like, I think a big amount, like, if Ollie players are around, you know, they can always correct me, right? But from what I understand, a large amount of this matchup comes from just forcing the Olympia into overheat and then punishing her for it. Not the Olympia, the Eliana.
No, that makes sense. One of the best tools to kind of force that, I wonder.
Honestly, I think Crystal's an amazing tool for forcing overheat.
In what sense?
If they're going to go attack it, then you can go at them, and they can get away, but they'll have to, you know, use their float or, you know, other moves.
It gets the crystallized. Doesn't get a punish off it though. Great DI from Cyber Hex there.
You can always ask the Ellie players or the Ollie players how right I am, but that just sounds like a general game plan.
Now we see even going in the last stock here on game one. It is surprising to not see the Claren here, just given that Claren.
Some of these aerials in neutral scare me because you're burning your double jump really, really willy-nilly.
Oh, this could be big. Great parry. Gets the overheat up tilt. Huge kill, taking out
Yeah, I mean, that
the Arizona.
once you get hit by the nair there, that's just edge.
Gonna be seeing how Farbanti adjusts to this. Adjusts to the Eliana. Eliana really one that's played her somewhat seriously, but aside from him, we have no representation of that character here.
I'm not sure what the stage bands look like for Olympia Ellie.
Oh, Ellie and Uppy can
It's such a the matchup ever.
Yeah, I don't know, right? I think it would have to depend on the Ellie player.
Probably.
Oh,
interesting.
that was definitely not what was intended.
Gets the overheat up strong to get a kill from across the stage. It's a parry that doesn't get the mine set up. It's another parry to get the mine set up.
Oh, the question, stage bands.
Lives the up strong. Great punish.
Because I don't have that. I don't think like I have that concrete of a strategy for Sylvanas, let alone Olympia. I just kind of feel it out.
Farbanti's doing great at getting these ladder
Oh, I double fair there and then dare and miss and die.
Good for you.
Racking up the percent off of landing one up there and just seeing Cyberhex eat any mistake. Overseed up strong, not quite gonna take it. Just
You die for that, right? 100%. No way. Okay, yeah.
Well, I didn't, and then I did. So, you know.
Yeah. Basically all of the moves that you've thrown out in this game have been like tempo 1. Like you're pretty much or tempo 0. I forget which one.
Yeah,
which.
I'm getting.
You're pretty
I'm
much
a little.
just
I'm getting a little
throwing in
mashy.
the moment you're in range.
I'm
Yeah.
getting a little mashy.
carry, but we're seeing
Like you're using the dash to just get in with more moves, and then when you whiff the moves, you'll throw out a air dodge or a parry or a roll. Like you're just always hitting buttons.
the character matchup. Just gets the uppy out before the up special comes out, and manages to live.
That barely whiffed. Crying.
That F strong's gonna kill. Yep, Cyberhex game 2. Going over to Badger Mines. Understand that Farbanti wants to sort of camp on the upper platforms here, but I feel like that's just going to be difficult with Eliana Shark with up air and with missiles.
I feel like Olympia paradoxically wants to be on both bigger and smaller stages.
Pretty heavy ladder combos, just getting up into that.
Just kind of depending on.
I think it's all gonna depend on
just depending
you
on
know,
the situation.
your situation, your play style, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
Forward air, yeah.
That double back air.
that was
juicy. That was juicy.
all right. So you've got the lead. You got some damage. You're pushing too far forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just overextending your openings in neutral. Like at this point, you should be content to just play piecemeal.
Yeah, that was a mishandling of offstage. Yeah, I feel like I'm not sure how to force that hand against someone like Eliana who that's like her win condition basically, right? Is to just
I mean, I think I don't know.
this
Like
is
this,
just-
this might be me as an Ori player, right? But I think that against Eliana, no matter how much you hit her, her win condition is still going to be get that one golden neutral opportunity, that one golden neutral win where I have the opportunity to kill
yeah.
you,
So letting her
right?
just sit at full screen and chuck missiles and seam at you all day.
Yeah,
It seems
I'm,
like
I'm not necessarily saying let her do that. I'm saying continue pressuring, but when you do get hits, pay more attention to avoid overextension because her getting a counter hit during your overextension is so much worse for you than you getting a little bit of extra damage.
yeah. That's the thing. It's I don't know quite where the line is for
I mean, I think that's just one you just
Not
keep playing until you figure it out, right?
not I guess yeah. Keeping pressure but not overextending.
Limit testing. She's parrying on every single wake up. But you're also attacking at every single wake up, so it's actually really, really good for her.
Winner's head stock for Farbanti here.
Yeah, I'm not really too sure what to take away from in terms of not because I know generally I lose most of my games because I overexert myself.
I mean, I think a big part of it is until they're at a certain percent, route your combos to try to knock them off stage rather than to like kill them because it feels like you're just trying to kill her at all points of this game. That's a cursed Olympia sprite.
Oh, let's see.
I think for Eliana specifically, forcing her off stage in general is going to be pretty great because you'll eventually get them into overheat, and edge guarding Eliana with overheat is pretty good.
Yeah. And that's something that makes sense intuitively, but not necessarily
Yeah,
something
like-
I've been that conscious about being my number one priority, I guess.
Farbanti doing
Yeah, it honestly makes such a huge difference being able to directly vocalize things.
might just versus game.
Because like there's so many sets that I'll play where halfway through the set I'll be like, I need to watch my opponent. And then I'll just start actively actually watching my opponent. And
Yeah,
then
I need like a I need
reacting
I
to
need
things.
I need like a trigger phrase like that for when I get mashy.
I mean, one of the things for me is like anytime that I drop a stock or take a stock, I just repeat to myself win condition. So that way I can remind myself to look for my win conditions, not mash too hard.
Probably gonna take it here. Barely dodges underneath it. Straight DI on the F strong. That side B almost kills. Narrowly dodges around the crystal there. Oh, that should be
Oh,
dead.
B.
Yeah. Farbanti taking 3.
I. Yeah, Vi's also putting some good advice in the chat.
Oh yeah, I kind of stopped looking. Oops. Let's see.
Yeah.
When you yeah, I know its theme on its own isn't the most stunning, but yeah, anything that lets her get stuff off of that one magical opening any easier is, cause for alarm. Because it's basically because it is, even if it's not directly threatening, it helps it helps once the conditions are active, it makes her win condition a lot more accessible. So, hence my apprehension. But if you can get over
That's
it,
fair.
the edge recovery is pretty good. So pushing for the edge guard isn't as good as in other matchups. Yeah, probably.
At that point, I think like knocking them off stage just depends on stage and percent. But either way, as long as you can, like, I genuinely my biggest thing for most people is I think that in any person who like wants to actively win with their character needs to be able to vocalize a win condition into every matchup.
That was
And that goes for player, for character, whatever.
disgusting for Cyberheads. This is
Bonk.
gonna be death, yeah.
Bonk.
I love bonking the snake like that.
Just calls out the movement with the up tilt. Just another up tilt. Ooh, no,
Oh.
the unfortunate FP. The crystal maybe saved
Yeah,
no.
out of resources, or I fucked up somewhere. Yeah. Hyperfixated on the crystal pop again.
Yeah, I think a big part of VOD review is understanding what your intentions were behind each option, rather than just looking at the option itself, right? Because if your intentions are correct, that's the important part. Because execution is just something that'll come with more play. Of course, you know, there's something to be said about going for things that are too high in terms of execution.
Perhaps.
But for the most part, looking at the intentions behind things are going to be more important. So, like, just because you're getting hit by something doesn't necessarily mean you messed up. It could just be, hey, you thought that rock was the right idea and they chose paper this time, right? You know, you're going to lose neutral every once in a while, and it's going to happen. I need a new belt. I need new pants.
Mm-hmm. I gotta figure out how to get rid of that. The drop down on Notepad++.
All right, here's the deal.
Yeah.
So, we're trying to speedrun the bracket as fast as possible.
Oh, we're trying to have them
Yeah.
play it out? Okay.
So it's better to do that than to
DQ out of grands and have losers finals.
yeah. So I was gonna have them DQ out of winners finals,
Yeah.
but it ever
It went fast enough.
in the words of Steven, when you all agreed that they could join the bracket, you agreed to the speed run.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you home and just like
Oh yeah, this set was a shit show.
like
Because everyone was like, I gotta hurry. She's gotta leave soon.
I need to leave.
you also
So-
Honestly,
The vibes.
taking that into account, it might be better to not put too much thought into it.
The
right?
vibes
Because-
in this room were rancid, or at least for me, were rancid.
Yeah, like it might be helpful to like looking at this take into account. It's like, hey, if you're rushing too much, it might not actually be a you issue.
Yeah.
Too much neutral here again.
yeah, that's the thing is like you want it to rush and speedrun for the meme, but
Ah.
also like these are players that care a lot about actually
yeah,
winning.
Yeah, because this is still. Why not?
Oh, you burned your double jump.
Yeah, because
That's something that
actually
I'm-
ruined all of our PR
That's something
this
that,
tournament.
not so much a double jump, but especially with air dodge, I tend to try to burn a resource too quickly, is try to normalize myself off stage.
Now, if this is a bracket,
Something I've tried to keep in mind more,
When
but
it gets to that point, it's like, oh, you have
Yeah.
one tournament where people lost.
just gotta be willing to just
That
let it
it's
rock
just
with
end up
with the
disregarding
position I'm in,
unless
and then go from there.
that person, you know what I mean? So it's not too.
I killed at 90. Maybe being lightweight is a weakness.
It is. It is.
It is a weakness. It's just not a very compelling one,
Yeah, that's fair.
or an interesting one from a design perspective.
That's also fair, but it's still a weakness.
If it's your character's primary weakness, your character is not well designed. But I digress.
I don't know about not well designed.
No,
but,
I would go that
They
far.
are definitely broken.
Yeah.
signed up and
No, because I can totally think of a few characters who are well designed, who have being lightweight as their primary weakness. They just have a lot of other weaknesses underneath,
I don't know. It's the same reason why I don't really care for
like Taukaka.
the pixie archetype in general. It's just I don't know. But whatever.
Yeah, Abs is a glass cannon though. She's not a pixie.
Whatever.
no, they just
No, there's a very big difference.
Is there?
Reds or whales.
Yes,
I don't think it's gonna happen.
glass cannons do a lot of damage.
They gotta,
Pixies
they
don't.
gotta figure it out real quick.
So what do pixies do then?
They win neutral.
Reminder that this actually was
Hmm.
an upset.
And Absa doesn't?
5 in winner side.
Absa wins neutral, but that's more of her zoning rather than her, rather than like just using her speed and stuff. Like pixies are high speed characters that don't do that much damage and consistently win neutral because of that. That
Speed road.
Thunderline was evil. The explosion hitbox coming out later is crazy.
Whoa. Oh.
Is this just what it looks like on the VOD?
Yeah, because they hit the wrong button.
Yeah, a pixie would be Milia, a glass cannon would be Blood Rage Nago.
Actual rivals being played here.
Yeah, if only it wasn't like 3 game 5s at the start of the bracket.
Right, because you mess up into Milia, you get Schmick 6 ways till Sunday.
Right, anyway.
You mess up into Nago, you die.
Ooh, nice parry on that. Armstrong's not gonna kill yet.
I think if you Dacus there, that's a guaranteed
You
kill.
keep talking about Olympia Dacus. I don't know if it's as effective as...
It's really good!
Oh god, how do I Dacus on this thing again? Okay, yeah, no, that's something.
Yeah, like that's a guaranteed kill with a Dacus. And like,
Is there really
Yeah,
much of a
putting
difference
yourself-
when you're actually running?
it's because of the amount of charge you can get off. You can sneak in more charge off of Dacus.
As opposed to just running.
Yeah. And I think you can definitely get Dacus to the point where you're gonna hit it
Well,
100 times out of 100.
I don't know if her Dacus really does anything. Because it's not like her...
It does. It's really good.
But like when you're actually just running already?
Yeah, it's just because you spend a little bit of extra time while moving to charge the move. So it just gives you a
As
little bit
opposed
of
to
extra
just
knockback.
upstrong out of a run? Because her dash
Yeah.
attack doesn't give her any extra really full momentum as far as I can tell.
No, it's because while you're getting that momentum, right, you're charging the upstrong. Like while you're dashing in.
Funny that worked.
The 4 strong attack right there.
Yeah. Waiting. Oh,
Raw
did
up B.
not.
If he, oh, the
Yeah.
up strong would have been so hyped there. Up B
If
again,
the
that's
zip
pretty good.
zap
We take those?
Farbanti
I don't
would have
wa-
been fine,
I
but
don't
like
think we're gonna make it.
yeah, went just above him.
We need Fred to embrace inner penguin and just win.
I dash danced.
Crystal.
Let's go!
Our response are not gonna be enough to get a combo going. Zip zap. Oh, but now you're off stage against the Olympia. No time for Crystal though. Oh, nice.
Yeah, like stuff like that. That extension was fine on like your second forward air, where it's like, yeah, if it hits, you get the kill. If it misses, you really don't get punished that hard. And if you do get punished that hard, you deserve, or like they deserve it at that point. Like
It's rough for
that's
Olympia.
not a big opening.
Once Olympia gets in, like, abs is gonna explode. So this is secretly grand finals.
Oh, I forgot to change it, guys.
You know,
Oh.
You know, watching this, I can definitely tell that I'm not maybe not playing as carefully as before, but I don't really notice anything like on a super macro level that I'm doing all that differently.
Man, Abscess has a lot of
Yeah, I mean, yeah, as we mentioned before, one of the issues you already had with Olympia was when you're engaging, it's pretty apparent that you're engaging.
Yeah, we need them to turn into like online players just mashing. But that
Because on
that
Sylph,
happens, like,
you utilize a lot more waiting.
Unfortunately, like, these players care too much.
On
That's
Ollie,
the problem.
you look to utilize the weight, but you're too far away for the weight to actually be pressure.
Honestly, like, where are these two, like, matchup-wise this season?
I actually have no clue.
Because, like, this could be really important.
Oh, you thought you had your double jump still?
Oh yeah, because
Yeah, you're
they
not really,
yeah,
like-
the crowd behind was being annoying.
Let's have them play online when they get
Yeah.
home.
That's what I was gonna say. Make them play by online whenever Vi gets home. Just like,
Well, like, airport Wi-Fi. What could go wrong?
yeah, the airport Wi-Fi would have been even funnier.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Live.
It's tough, though. Still has air dodge at least, but...
Oh, double jumping for that side B is terrifying to me.
Get two bubbles.
I know it works out, right?
Okay.
It's
so
just-
get back on stage.
For
It's tough,
Oh, for that one?
Air dodge at least,
Yeah.
but
yeah,
Olympia
Like, there's just a
have
decent
good options
amount of
to
time. Not really. Like,
get
there's
back on stage.
too many times where you'll double jump to waveland to low platforms, but
Perfectly willing
there's
to
just some
throw
times where
it
it's
out
like,
there.
hey, I don't think you have to burn that resource yet. Like, that double jump's fine, right? Because, you know, that one... Okay, wait, hold on. Back real quick.
Farbanti down a stock.
That one's not.
which one?
Farbanti.
There.
Yeah, I was kind of mashing there.
Yeah, like, you're just very clearly want to be out, but,
As per
if you
update,
got caught by the up tilt there, you're actually so dead.
next tech.
Like, maybe not against breadstick, but like being caught without your double jump and air dodge because you burn them both at the same time in a horizontal is terrifying.
Interesting choice to do the upturner. Oh, that's gonna be killed.
So just be a little bit more careful about burning your double jump or your air dodge in disadvantage.
Knock it up air there. Here's the combo. If we can get Brett off
Ooh,
stage.
nice up tilt.
Oh.
The down throw takes
Powered
it.
up down strong. Yeah.
And I do feel bad that we may have impacted these players' performance by telling them to go very fast. But also,
Ooh, that crystallized hit.
we did sign up for the speedrun.
Oh.
Nice.
But
Does down B side B not just get you back on stage there?
We did sign up for the speedrun.
oh.
I'm not sure. Maybe I thought I couldn't do it because I did it just before, like, right here.
Oh.
Because there is a cooldown on it.
I'm pretty sure you can do it at that point.
At
though.
that point,
I'm
no, I
not 100.
probably could, but, you know. I also just missed the wall anyway, so...
Yeah.
Side B would have... Either way, I would have run into the same problem where I, didn't snap.
Bubbles.
But, you know.
Yeah. It was the air dodge that was at fault, really.
Combo though.
Yeah.
Fair. But it's arcane. Cheater character. Fair again. Still a cheater.
Oh, the down throw. I respect it.
Yep. Oh god.
Up air, yeah.
Yeah. Back air.
The funny. Yeah, that exact sequence is one that just ruins my life. I get hit by back air in this situation.
Okay, so I hold in here. I hold out here.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
bad.
I can never tell when you're supposed to hold in and when you're supposed to hold out. Because it's like,
Honestly,
It's so
with
in-
game sound, I always try to hold out and then hold in when I hear the second hit.
Oh god.
I feel like holding out even in the weak hit just causes you to like just get obliterated.
Out on the weak hit is what gets you out of that combo.
Oh god.
Maybe I just suck at reacting then, I don't know.
It's more of like a preemptive look, right? So like if you're not preemptively looking to DI out, then it's going to be really, really, really hard because a primed reaction is so much easier than a direct reaction. My reaction speed sucks, but primed reactions are so much nicer, right? Because you're mixing it in with knowing what you're looking for.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's everything. Is there anything else you wanted to look at again?
I mean, I'm chilling. Is there anything in particular you wanted to look at?
I don't know. I
It
just
was
feel like I don't know. This is like actual good stuff I have written down here. It's kind of hard to tell.
I'm just hoping that it was a good time and that I was helpful.
I guess no. It was. I appreciate it. I just don't know how much of this I want to actually distill into stuff to work on because this is what I mean, right? This is a lot. This is a lot. A lot to
Yeah.
think about in, you know.
Just take things one step at a time, right? Like for example, you know, when we're going to the more concrete things where it's like remind yourself your win conditions, do that against people who are, you know, as strong if not stronger than you, right? Meanwhile, practicing the dash dancing stuff, do that specifically for someone who you're stronger than, like consistently in neutral, so that way you can find ways to like win neutral more consistently, right? Right, different types of different people you're going to get different kinds of practice out of, and it's not necessarily a matter of, you know, oh, I'm better than them or I'm worse than them. It's more of just like, hey, I'm consistently, like the way how their performance is breaking down, I'm consistently doing well in this point, so I'm going to be able to get more practice out of practicing this. Never ever let it be a matter of, oh, I should or shouldn't win. That's always the wrong answer.
Wait, can we back up? I think I might have been blanked out.
When you're going in to try to practice something, or more accurately, if you ever go into a position where you're playing something in bracket, never ever let it turn into a, oh, this is someone I should win against or lose against.
Yeah. No, I understand that conceptually. Yeah, so I'm not the most not the best of following though.
I feel.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. Unless there was some other set you wanted to do piecemeal, or you think it's worth our time to do piecemeal again.
Hold on, I've been added.
Have I been added? I might have been added.
No, it's just an Ori chord.
Oh, I got pinged with Bound Network 6 related content. Oh, that is cool. But God, he's still fucking playing Xenoblade 3 in there. Anyway, that fucker's gonna be done with that game before I get even started at this rate.
What?
Zach.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know. Do you think it's worth going through any of these other 4 sets again?
Maybe not right now. Like, I think right now, right, you've already got a lot of information to go over. So just break things down. Try to take them into account one step at a time, and then find, you know, find if you need to come back to something later, right? Where it's like, just specifically, concretely find ways how to work on each thing that was already written down before going back to look for more.
Sure. I guess I'll call stream then. Because it looks like I'm gonna be doing. There might be Lethal Company. We'll see.
Lethal Company.
But yeah, thanks for hopping in on this.
Yeah.
I
have
think something that
day off tomorrow.
I'm gonna have
so-
to think. I think next time I'll have to try to focus more on doing this more. Having somebody still on to like help when I get stuck, but trying to do it more independently. I think because that's kind of the skill I want to build. Is that
Yeah,
kind of-
I mean, like, I wouldn't say like I have the most experience with all this kind of stuff or whatever, but I understand the pain of being like, you know what, I want to do this thing, but I need someone else to keep me accountable.
No, that's literally the idea, is that I have this on video so people tune in, and so that I have a reason to actually do it. Because hopefully it's at least somewhat interesting to watch. I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Maybe this is the lamest shit you've ever seen. But at least 3 people are watching, so that's something.
Whoa, that's 3 people. If 3 people listen to me talk to them indirectly for like an hour and a half, that's sick.
Yeah, we'll call stream then. So I guess I'll probably be back on this maybe Friday because we have the monthly tomorrow.
I will likely be busy Friday,
Yeah,
but
I'll figure it out.
I
I mean,
we'll figure
it
it
doesn't
out.
even necessarily have to be you, but I'll figure it out. Cool. Okay. Goodbye, stream. I love you all. Mwah.
you be.
How do I end broadcast on here again? Okay, there we go.